Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now we're good with court. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen, sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Great. Fantastic. I can't hear you either. All
Hello?
right. Yeah, I can hear you. I don't understand.
Okay. Do you here?
All right, very good afternoon to everyone, and welcome here to Lancer Stadium at Belleville East. As you can tell, the view isn't the greatest. We are off to the side, and so far everything that can go wrong is going wrong. So bear with me here, and we'll try to get through all this. We are here because your Collinsville Kahok baseball team is here, and that's probably why it didn't work right there. Wasn't turned up all the way. Yep. All right, let's switch these off again. My God. We'll get it all figured out. All right. Let's go before I run out of time here. Collinsville Kahawks and the Belleville East Lancers hooking up for the second time this week. This was actually supposed to be a home game. That's why it was on my schedule, but things got switched around due to all of the wet weather that we had roll through the area over the last couple of days. And probably was a good idea because they got Tuesday's game over at Fletcher Field in just fine. And I'm not sure what shape Fletcher Field is in right now, but I would imagine it's probably got some water puddles and some mud spots, so probably a good call from everyone. All right, my name is Todd Duke. Let's get you going here with the pregame show brought to you by LC's Pub in Caseyville. Great food, great drinks, great service, all served up daily at LC's Pub in Caseyville. 605 North Main Street in Caseyville is where you'll find them. You can give them a call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007. Kahawks are 4-9 on the year, 1-2 in Southwestern Conference play underneath their first-year head coach Matt Pomerantz. Belleville East, they're 8-7, 3-0 in conference play. Ryan Wiggs is their head coach into his 11th season. He has a record of 194 and 144. Well, the Kahawks come into this game looking to snap out of a bit of a funk since returning from their annual trip to Memphis, Tennessee at the end of March, sporting a 3-4 record through the season's first 7 games. Collinsville has only won one time in their last 6 games since that trip to Memphis. Upon returning from the Volunteer State, the Kahawks dropped back-to-back games to Mascoutah and Civic Memorial. The day after the loss to Civic Memorial, Collinsville opened Southwestern Conference play with a home win over Belleville West 7-2. 2 days later was the rematch with the Maroons at Belleville West, which saw the Maroons exact a little revenge with a 6-1 win over the Kahawks. Collinsville then took a trip to Springfield this past Saturday afternoon where they fell to Sacred Heart Griffin 7-1. Collinsville returned to Fletcher Field Tuesday to open a home and away 2-game Southwestern Conference set with these Belleville East Lancers. Collinsville looked well on their way to defeating Belleville East when the Kahawks took a 10-1 lead into the 6th inning, but Belleville East had other plans. Lancers exploded for 8 runs in the top of the 6th, added the tying run in the 7th to send the game to extra innings. In the top of the 8th, the Lancers would score 5 times, and Collinsville had no answer in the bottom half of the 8th, and Belleville East won 15-10. Lancers has had a series of streaks to find their year to this point. After a 1-2 start to the 2026 season, the Lancers went on a 3-game win streak with wins over Pleasant Plains, Granite City, and Freeburg. Then came a 7-0 loss to Springfield High School. That was followed by another 3-game win streak with a win over Ladue and a doubleheader win to open Southwestern Conference play against East St. Louis. The Lancers then suffered through a 3-game losing skid with back-to-back home losses to Salem and Mount Vernon before dropping a 9-4 loss to Carthage Illini West at Busch Stadium this past Saturday. Belleville East broke that 3-game skid with that aforementioned 15-10 win Tuesday over Collinsville. The Lancers returned home yesterday where they dropped an 8-3 decision to Rochester. In Tuesday's game, the 15-10 win at Fletcher Field. Besides combining for the 25 runs, the teams also combined for 31 hits and 8 errors in that contest. All right, well, we finally have gotten a chance to start the senior interview process for the Collinsville Kahawk baseball team, and that will begin with Mr. Tyler Hunterbrinker. My conversation with Mr. Hunterbrinker comes your way after a timeout here on the LC's Pub pregame show on the Kahawk Sports Network. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. All Fluffed Up Grooming Salon in Caseyville is your go-to place to get that pampered treatment for your fur baby. All Fluffed Up offers one-on-one grooming sessions by skilled and professional groomers, focusing on a stress-free and fear-free experience for both pup and pup parent. Owned and operated by former Kahawk Jenny Eves, All Fluffed Up in Caseyville offers nail trimming, ear cleanings, bathing, and fur trimming as well as full cuts. All Fluffed Up Grooming Salon in Caseyville, 16 East Reynolds Street. Call Jenny Eves for an appointment at 618-855-8533. Mobile grooming coming soon. That's All Fluffed Up in Caseyville, 618-855-8533. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. And we welcome you back into the LC's Pub pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're on the road doing a little baseball action from Belleville East. It has been forever since I've been at Belleville East to do a baseball game. At any rate, we begin, since we haven't had a chance to do a lot of baseball games left yet, with a senior interview. We're going to start off at the top of the roster, and then after the game, we're going to go to the bottom of the roster. So we're starting at the top with Tyler Hunterbrinker, number 7. He is a pitcher, utility, infielder, outfielder, 4 years on the varsity baseball team and 3 years on the varsity soccer team. All right, Tyler, let's start by learning a little bit about your family. Tell me about your parents, any siblings, and any pets that you might have.
I have a mother, Cindy Hunterbrinker, and also a father of TJ Hunterbrinker. And I'm an only child, and that's about it for my family-wise.
How about pets?
I have a dog named Bailey.
What kind of dog is Bailey?
That's actually a good question that I probably should know, but I don't know that answer.
So we're just going to say Mutt.
That works for me.
All right, because that's that the mixed breed and stuff like that. All right, tell me your baseball story first. Who got you started in the game of baseball? When did that happen? How old were you when you started playing?
My dad got me into the game when I was about 4 years old. He started playing about the same time when he was a kid, and he put a bat in my hands and a ball, and ever since then it's just been what I've been doing for my whole life.
And what about the soccer side?
It's about the same. I think I started when I was about 3 years old. My dad also played soccer at a young age, and then he quit soccer, and then he has pushed me to be better than he was.
All right. So which one of the two sports is your favorite, baseball or soccer?
For me, it's definitely soccer, which I made that decision about a year or two ago. It's been like a mix and mix. In like certain seasons, baseball is my favorite, and then soccer, but it's been soccer the past couple years.
All right, let's do a little bit more about you, the favorite things category. Tell me your favorite sweet snack.
Favorite sweet snack? I think they're called Haribo Twin Snakes. Them things are good.
It's like the Haribo gummies we see the football commercials.
Yeah.
All right, favorite salty snack?
I like pretzels, just basic pretzels.
Favorite meal, breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Favorite meal is dinner and a nice steak with some mac and cheese and mashed potatoes.
All right, you have a favorite place to go sit down and do that, or is that a home cooked thing?
Home cooked thing. My dad is, I'd call a very good cook.
All right, you have a favorite fast food restaurant?
I'd have to go probably Taco Bell.
Seems to be popular. How about a favorite sit-down restaurant?
Oh, that's either like probably Texas Roadhouse or the Spaghetti Factory.
Ooh, man, 2 good choices there. All right, music genre. What is your favorite kind of music to listen to?
I've been listening to a lot of country recently. A little bit of like, I guess you call rap mixed in there, like hip hop, more than rap. But
You have a favorite group or a favorite artist of any kind?
not really. I like a lot of Luke Bryan right now. That's who I've been listening to recently. Maroon 5 is up there, and that's all I can remember currently.
All right, school favorites and least favorites. Let's start off with the favorite. What is your favorite class in high school?
Oh, is it bad if I don't know the answer?
A lot of guys are going with the shop classes.
Yeah, I haven't taken shop or anything like that. I have no answer for that.
Do you know your least favorite class in high school?
English.
It didn't take very long at all. All right, so you're not playing baseball, you're not playing soccer. What would we find Tyler Hunterbrinker doing for fun?
Golfing with a bunch of friends. It's my go-to hobby. Still outside, getting a little sweat going.
I've already been out twice this year. How about you?
I've been out 2 or 3 times. It was amazing. Went out December 26th of last year. It's wonderful.
Yeah, you had a nice day, man. That's what you do. All right, the future for you, man. You're getting ready to graduate next month. What's next?
Plan on going to college, preferably a 4-year. Haven't quite committed yet. That's in the works. But going to be a physical therapist, go to college for like exercise science, PT, and then hopefully be a full-on physical therapist when I grow up.
All right, and who out there in the wide world would you like to say hi to right now?
My parents, they have pushed me to be the better person that I am today, and they want the best for me and anything they can do. The amount of sacrifices they've made for me to get to where I am.
All right, you guys got Belleville East today, a rematch of Tuesday's game. Man, you guys were up 10-1 in that game and ended up losing that thing 15-10. So what do you have to do differently today to turn that around and get a win on their turf?
Honestly, it's just flip the page. Obviously, Tuesday was a tough loss for the team, but if we learn what we did wrong in that game and flip it to today and just go play our best out there and get the dub is what people say.
Get the dub. All right, man. Thanks for the visit. Appreciate you. Good luck out there today, and good luck in your future.
Thank you very much.
All right, Tyler Hunterbrinker, number 7 on your roster for Kahok Baseball. We'll take a break here on the LC's Pub pregame show. When we come back, we'll throw the starters for both teams your way and some stats. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network. Well, actually, we are not going to take a break here because we are already starting. They announced the Belleville East starters, and they did not announced the Collinsville starters, so we started a little bit earlier than anticipated. Plus, it's taken a while to get everything done over here, and we apologize for, number 1, the look of the camera, because we're not behind home plate, and number 2, I lost my scoreboard. The story goes, I paid for said baseball scoreboard 5 years ago, and then when I got my new laptop and punched in the license number, it would not work, so I purchased another one, and it did work. And I also asked the folks at LiveScore for a refund for one of those, and they refunded my money today and took my license away. So that's the kind of day it's been, man, I tell you what. All right, here is Benjamin Tillman leading off for Collinsville. We can give you a shot of the battery there, and you can see the pitcher and the first baseman, the second baseman, and probably the shortstop every once in a while, but the rest of it you're just going to have to rely on good old-fashioned kind of radio play-by-play to get through the rest. And there's a screaming line drive out to right field, and that one was dropped. And Collinsville starts off with a base hit from Ben Tillman, who came into this contest batting 172 with 5 runs batted in. And Tillman reaches base with a base hit, and that's how this one gets started.
Yeah, nice to get a leadoff hit here, get some going here. Kahok's had a lot of success early Tuesday against Belleville East. Didn't end well, but got to start somewhere here today.
That we do. All right, here's Carson Perrell. Carson on the year batting 302, 4 runs batted in. And Collinsville's Carson Perrell has a couple of doubles to go along with a numerous bunch of base hits. All right, Nasir Ferris is the pitcher on the mound for Belleville East. He fires, and that's a little bit inside for a ball. The numbers on Ferris for the year. He is 1-0. He's pitched in 19 innings so far, and he has a ERA of 1.84, and along the way he has struck out 18 and walked 11. Snap throw over to first base, and back in there safely is Ben Tillman. Tillman has not got a stolen base this year, nor has he tried. Collinsville, not a lot of stolen bases this year, man. They've only stolen 5 bases and been caught 3 times. That's pretty low for this time of year with all these games. And there's another screamer out to left field this time. That's a base hit. The first 2 have reached. Tillman on over at second. Perrell on over at first.
Solid contact, pulling it there.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this 1101 logo up here in the corner too, because there's no need for it. They're the scoreboard sponsor, and I do not have a scoreboard. All right, the first 2 have reached. Collinsville has runners on first and second. I'm sure you can tell that it's windy. And very, very sunny, which we like, except for when we are outside doing games. It is really hard to see a computer screen when you're outside doing games. Here is Will Swip. Swip on the year. He's leading the team in batting average with 400 on the year. He has 7 runs batted in, couple of doubles, and a dozen base hits. We'll set the defense here for you for Belleville East after this pitch coming up from Ferris. Here it comes. A little off-speed delivery that stays a little high. All right, besides Ferris on the hill, you have Brody Lindemann behind home plate. In the outfield from left to right, you have Gabe Turner in left, Reed Newmeyer in center. Kelvin Long is in right field. Connor Gray is at third base. J.J. Cates at shortstop. Cornell Dixon at second. And Logan Walter is playing first base. From the stretch, Ferris checks on his runners and brings it home. And that one stays a little low. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count, 2 runners on, nobody out. Collinsville trying to get back in the win column. Thought they were heading that way on Tuesday with a 10-1 lead going into the 6th inning, but things went a little awry from there. Here's a pitch and swinging a little foul ball that goes right behind the first base coach's box. We're also going to have a senior interview after this game is over, too. Ryan Newman is going to join us in the post-game show. We have so many seniors on volleyball and baseball that we have to double up the senior interviews this year. Swinging a high fly ball out to right field. Kevin Long is underneath it. He has it, and Tillman will stay at second, although he bluffed for a minute.
Trying to play the miss there as Long does make the catch. He didn't have to move too much. This will bring up Odell.
Odell has the only home run so far this year for Collinsville, and Odell is playing the role of designated hitter today. He will be batting for left fielder Mason Ponder.
Yeah, Odell was used in the extra innings, or well, I think he came in the 7th to try to close it out Tuesday.
I think he ended up getting tagged with a loss in that game too, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he stayed in, and I guess blown save and a loss, not good for your pitching stats.
Besides the 1 home run for Odell, he is right behind Swip in the batting average category with a .333 average. Has a couple of 3 doubles to go along with that home run, so he'll show you a little pop every now and then. Ferris, the righty, deals, and that one is low. Nice block by the catcher, Lindemann, and everyone stays put.
I guess the wind's basically blowing in.
Yeah, it is.
Really get a hold of something to get it out here today.
This was supposed to be our 4th game in a row on the Kahok Sports Network, but yesterday's softball game got canceled because of the wet weather. And a swing and a miss by Odell. And he is now in a 1-2 hole with Roman Pomerantz waiting on deck. The coach's son is going to be the pitcher today for Collinsville. Odell awaits the next from Ferris. Ferris, a long look into the catcher, and Odell will call timeout. Kind of a weird angle to be watching the game from.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
For us and for the viewers at home, that's for sure.
Basically got the view the players always have.
Yeah.
From the dugout.
And
chasing run there.
Swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Odell. So after the first 2 reached, there are now 2 away. And the first strikeout of the afternoon for Ferris. That'll bring up Roman Pomerantz. Pomerantz batting .294 on the year, 5 home runs, 4 doubles to go along with his 6 singles. And he steps in with runners on first and second, and now 2 away. And the pitch from Ferris, up high, way high.
Don't leave them stranded. The first 2 guys did their job getting on.
Yeah.
Need the middle of the order here to come through and get this game going.
The wind is even shaking the camera. I got the camera on the tripod. I normally have it taped to the windowsill when we're at the press box at softball or baseball, but had to use the old tripod today, and it doesn't seat in the camera holder very well like the camcorder does. So it's a little loose, and that wind is kind of shaking it around a little bit. Here's the next pitch to Pomerantz, and that one's in there for a called strike. Nice field they have here, though.
Yeah, they've really set it up real nice here with this stadium seating behind the home plate.
In front of the press box that apparently the press can't use. They got enough room up for the PA announcer and the scoreboard operator.
I think it's some kind of building back behind their dugout.
I think it's a locker room.
Yeah, like a locker room type.
Yeah. 2-2 the count to Roman Pomerantz. Runners on first and second. Collinsville got the first two guys on, trying to get him around now. Ferris from the stretch delivers, swinging a high pop fly. This one's going out to right field, and once again there for the catch is Kelvin Long. So after the first two reach, the next three go down in order, and that's going to do it for the first half of inning number one. And Belleville East will come up to the plate when we come back from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network. Looking for some unique food options, super cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere with an attentive staff? Look no further than Hurricanes Bar and Grill in Collinsville. Owned and operated by former Kahok State soccer champ Tim Johnson, Hurricanes has been one of the area's great meeting places for fun, food, live sports and music, and video gaming. Daily specials like Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, and Fish Fridays. Hurricanes will tackle those hunger pains. Hurricanes is always open during all of Uptown Collinsville's Main Street festivals. Hurricanes is the place to satisfy your hunger and thirst needs. Hurricanes Bar and Grill, 222 West Main Street in Collinsville. Give them a call for carryout orders at 618-345-0846. 618-345-0846. Mike and Sarah's Produce in Collinsville is a one-stop destination for seasonal fruits, vegetables, and more. Located at 116 North Bluff Road, Mike and Sarah's Produce features fresh selections of your favorite fruits and veggies, from cherries, peaches, and watermelons to corn, tomatoes, and zucchini. You can find all of your produce needs at Mike and Sarah's. Seasonal favorites such as pumpkins in the fall, summer peaches, spring asparagus, and more. Plus, Mike and Sarah's Produce is a go-to in the spring for flowered plants, hanging baskets, and a large selection of fresh seafood. Mike and Sarah's Produce, 116 North Bluff Road in Collinsville. Stop by today. Once again, we welcome you back here to Belleville East High School, and Lancer Stadium is where we are. My name is Todd Duke. Chris Keller along with the ride, too, because the softball game got moved from the Collinsville Sports Complex out to Belleville West, so Chris didn't have anything to do.
Yeah, everything got axed as far as being at home. That's just kind of what happens sometimes in the spring. Things got to get moved around, get them in, and as long as everybody gets to play.
That's right. It's a beautiful day, though. Temperature is right around 82 degrees, a little breeze, as you can see and hear. And we have reached the bottom of the first here, and that means that Belleville East is up to bat. They'll lead things off with Reed Newmeyer. He'll bat first and play center field. Connor Gray will bat second, play third base. The catcher, Brody Lindeman, will bat third. Logan Walker in the cleanup spot playing first base, and first pitch swinging. And there's a shot over to Mason Ponder at second base, and one pitch equals one out here in the bottom of the first.
Go up attacking there. At least might feel confident after barrage of runs in the final 3 innings the other night.
Yeah.
So go after the first pitch.
There is Connor Gray. Didn't get to give you the numbers on Newmeyer. He was leading the team, though, with a .520 average. 12 runs batted in and a couple of home runs. He had 2 home runs, 2 triples, and 2 doubles. He's all about the deuces.
Yeah, good leadoff hitter to have.
Yeah. Connor Gray, the third baseman, steps up, batting .360. He has 18 runs batted in to lead his team in that category. He has a triple and 7 doubles, and he swings and fouls that one well out of play. That's back over here somewhere. Hopefully if it comes over this way, I'll know it and I can block my equipment. I don't really care about my bodily harm. I don't want to harm my equipment. That's the lifeblood, man. Connor Gray, the lefty, stands in. I'll give you the numbers on Pomerantz on the hill right now, as a matter of fact. Pomerantz this year making his 4th appearance, his first start. He is 0-1 and 3 1/3 innings pitched. He has a 3.82 earned run average. He has struck out 2 without walking anyone. thus far. Pomerantz pitches up high. Ball 3-1. Defensively for Collinsville, Braden Henson in left field, Carson Parrell in center. Cal Swartz is in right field. Henry Sterneman's at third. Will Swip is at second. We saw Will Swip is at short. Mason Ponder is at second. Rain Holting is at first, and Ben Tillman is behind the plate catching Pomerantz. There's a swing and another chance for Holting. He gloves that one, and the Collinsville second baseman responsible for the first 2 outs here.
Who's at second?
Huh?
Who's at second?
Mason Ponder.
Oh, Ponder. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
Ponder. Different. Have to change up the infield here a little bit with Pomerantz on the mound.
Yep.
He's usually one of the middle infielders there, so we got Ponder. Gloves that one there and does a good job getting the second out of the inning.
I was told by Coach Matt Pomerantz that he's got a couple of guys that are dealing with some sickness too, so he doesn't have a full lineup today. Here is Brody Lindeman, the catcher. Lindeman batting .396 on the year, second in RBIs with 16. But as far as extra base hits goes, he has 6 doubles, and that's it. No triples, no home runs. Collinsville only has the 1 home run on the year, and I don't think they have any triples yet. Those are not the easiest of hits to get.
Especially at Fletcher Field, but actually
Yeah.
we haven't had a lot of home games.
Ponder's going to be responsible for all 3 putouts, isn't he? He sure is. 4-3 all the way around in the first 3 batters faced here. And Collinsville will come to bat in the top of the second, and we'll tell you all about that when we return from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network. Looking for something to get your student involved in? Maybe joining the Collinsville Kahok Trap Team is that something. Created in 2017, the Collinsville Kahok Trap Team has joined a long line of area schools in one of the fastest growing and safest sports in the country. Trap shooting is a fun, team-oriented outdoor sport that offers friendship, competition, and teamwork, all in a safe and fun environment that encourages students to be part of a team in which they will learn valuable skills and are encouraged to engage in community involvement through volunteering and mentoring. If Collinsville Trap sounds like something your student would be interested in, call Collinsville Trap at 618-795-9893 or visit Collinsville Kahok Trap on Facebook, 618-795-9893. Caseyville VFW Post 1117 Auxiliary supports the VFW with post projects and fundraiser events. The Caseyville VFW Auxiliary also provides donations and sponsorship for Veterans in Need, Jefferson Barracks in St. Louis, the Caseyville Food Pantry, outreach programs, summer lunches for students in the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and now the Kahok Sports Network. Plus, sponsoring CHS programs like band, theater, and sports. If you would like to provide support or join the Caseyville VFW Auxiliary, contact the Caseyville VFW Post 1117 at 618-344-9878. Todd Duke, Chris Kettler are back with you from Belleville East High School. Collinsville versus the Lancers in some baseball today. We've seen Ben Tillman, Carson Parrell, Will Swip, Logan Odell, and Roman Pomerantz up to the bat. Now we'll get to see Braden Henson, Rain Holting, Cal Swartz, and if anyone can get on, the number 9 batter, Henry Sterneman, will have a chance to bat. And the first pitch to Braden Henson is up a little bit high. Henson coming in, batting .242, 1 run batted in, couple of doubles sprinkled along with a half a dozen base hits. Next pitch from Ferris is in there for a call strike. We're on that weird angle again where we can't see the right arm come up from the umpire to see if it's a strike or not. We're on that that angle where you can't see his right hand. There's a grounder right past the pitcher's glove, and the second baseman Dixon roves over and got him on a nice throw.
Just about beat it out. Good hustle down the line.
Yeah.
Second baseman had to go to his right to get that, more towards the bag, and
it's 4 straight putouts by second baseman in this game. Here is Rain Holting. Holting on the year, batting .279, 7 runs batted in. Also a couple of doubles. Leader in doubles is Roman Pomerantz with the 4 we told you about last inning, as that pitch is a little bit low and outside. So again, we apologize for the view. We are just up the third baseline from home base, so it does not get the whole field, and we apologize for no scoreboard as well. It is no longer working. I'll have to take care of that, but I don't have time to do it right now. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Rain Holting. Holting Swings and a little blooper that's going to be caught by the first baseman in foul territory. Nice job staying with it because that wind is really messing with the ball once it gets up in the air.
Yeah, he was trying to see what that ball was going to do. Took a minute to adjust to it and got the catch.
Well, I guess the silver lining with not having a scoreboard is I don't have to operate it today. A little tough to see the computer screen with all this sunshine. A little half swing there from Cal Swartz. Cal batting in the number 8 spot, batting .250 on the year. 4 runs batted in. He has 1 double, mixed along with another half dozen base hits. And he is down 0-1. Next pitch is outside, 1-1. Softball team is playing at Belleville West as we speak. Lady Kahok soccer team is at Alton tonight. That was a snap and 2-1 as that one missed. Henry Sterneman, the number 9 man in Collinsville's batting order, stands on deck. And the pitch inside and low, ball 3, 3-1. First 2 runners in the first 2 batters in the first inning reached on back-to-back base hits. But then they were stranded after 3 straight outs by Nasir Ferris. I heard when they announced him, they called him Nas.
Nas Ferris.
Nas Ferris. So a walk.
Walk there.
First walk of the game issued by Ferris, and that will indeed bring up Henry Sterneman. Sterneman on the year batting .212 with 8 runs batted in. Looking for his first extra base hit of the year. All of his hits have been singles. Runner at first, 2 away. Sterneman looks at one right down the middle. Strike 1.
See how Chaos play this. Look to move over Swartz here.
Swartz on the year is 0 for 2 in the stolen base category. He's not going this time. Swinging another chance for the shortstop, or excuse me, the second baseman. He just flings it over to the shortstop, so the play will go 4-6 for the final out of the inning. So Collinsville will leave their 3rd runner on after a 2-out walk. We will head to the bottom half of the 2nd inning. Belleville East will have their 2nd at bat when we come back from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network. The choices you make to celebrate the life of your loved one should be as special as the person they represent. That's why you will always find the staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville ready to go the extra mile to meet the needs of you and your family during those times. For over 100 years, Her Funeral Home has been there for Collinsville and the surrounding communities. Of the many arrangements made after losing a loved one, the first is the selection of a funeral home. The staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville can help with that planning. Call Her Funeral Home in Collinsville at 618-344-0187. Her Funeral Home, serving Collinsville families for over 100 years. 618-344-0187. Is it finally time to start doing what you've been talking about doing for years? Start making those plans right now and let Northwestern Mutual help you plan your future. Former Kahok Joe Philpott can help you get started with that plan today. Joe Philpott, a financial advisor with Northwestern Mutual, can help build a plan specifically for you with a wide range of financial options and the flexibility to change that plan as your priorities change. To get started on your future, give Joel Philpott a call today at Northwestern Mutual's Fairview Heights office at 618-606-2022. Spend your life living with Northwestern Mutual. Call Joel Philpott today, 618-606-2022. Logan Walker will lead things off here in the home half of the 2nd inning. Logan Walker, the first baseman, comes in batting .463 with 12 runs batted in. Has 4 doubles. And swinging a high pop fly. It's going to be on the shallow part of the grass of the outfield, and making the catch is Mason Ponder. So Ponder has been responsible for all putouts so far here of Belleville East.
Good range there. He basically went to the right field line there. He had to get all the way over there.
Yeah.
Be tough for the first baseman to backtrack towards that, and it's a long distance for the right fielder to cover, so Ponder gets in there, makes the catch.
Here is Angus Garland. Love that first name. 5 runs batted in. He has 1 home run on the year, plus he has a triple and 6 doubles. He only has 4 base hits, singles. He has 4 singles, 6 doubles, a triple, and a home run. That's called productive power right there, buddy. And he's not that big of a
Yeah, that's
guy.
what I was about to say. He doesn't seem like a big guy, but he sounds like he's really stroking the bat there and getting all over the place.
1 ball, 1 strike to count to Angus Gartland, the DH. He is batting for the left fielder Gabe Turner today. Pomerantz, he's ready with the next. There's the 1-1, swing and a miss.
He was looking for one to drive there. It wasn't there.
Swung right over the top of it.
Yes, for time, steps out. Needs a little more time to compose himself.
Pomerantz looks into Tillman for the next sign. He has it, and the righty pitches. Well, a little, about neck high that was, just a little bit lower, and he would have been punched out of there. That's the one good view that we do have. We can see the
You can really see the ball come across the
Yeah.
plate.
2-2 the count. 1 away. Bottom of the second. No score between Collinsville and Belleville East. Pitch, strike 3 called. Got him looking that time. First strikeout of the afternoon for Pomerantz. And there are 2 away. This ball field very symmetrical, if you will. 315 down each line. 367 in each power alley. And 390 to straightaway center field.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, especially since they're just kind of using the space they have. That kind of ended up so perfectly like that.
Yeah. Here is a high pitch to Carnell Dixon, the second baseman. Dixon comes in batting .317, 4 runs batted in, a couple of doubles. Everything else has been singles out of the bat of Dixon. Pomerantz pitches. That one just misses, and it's 2-0 now to Dixon. The pitcher, Nas Ferris, waits on deck. And Pomerantz ready with the next. And that one, ooh, I don't know.
Ooh. Outside?
Maybe, I guess it was, because the angle that we saw came right across the chest. That's the one thing we can't tell, inside or outside, not from our angle. Pitched by Pomerantz. That one's low and outside. I could see that, and that's a 4-pitch walk. First base runner of the afternoon for Belleville West. So Pomerantz follows up a strikeout of Garland with a 4-pitch walk to Dixon. And here is Nas Ferris. He's batting .146 on the year with a couple of runs batted in. And he has 1 double to go along with his, actually that's his only base hit.
Big wide stance.
Yeah.
He digs in here. Check on the runner. Oh,
Oh, man.
close.
These numbers are weird for him, for Ferris. It says 41 plate appearances, but 0 at bats. How do you do that? There's a swing and a shot for the third baseman Sterneman, and across the diamond he'll throw, and that's a good out there. And Collinsville will strand one of the Belleville East runners on a 5-3 put out for out number 3 of the inning, and we remain scoreless as we go to the top of the third now. Collinsville will come back to the plate with the top of the order coming up next, and we'll tell you all about it when we return from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network. Save On Liquor and Wine in Collinsville is much more than what's in their name. Of course, Save On Liquor and Wine has liquor and wine, from brand names to specialty brands. Plus, they have gas, cigars, fountain drinks, coffee, craft beers, and other sundries and snacks. Plus, everything Save On Liquor and Wine has to offer comes served by a friendly, attentive, helpful, and polite staff that will go out of their way to serve you that special something for every taste. Make sure you check out Save On Liquor and Wine's new location at 6100 Center Grove Road in Edwardsville. Save On. Once again, we welcome you back here to Lancer Stadium here on the campus of Belleville East High School. Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you. Happy Thursday, everyone. It's Friday Eve.
Yeah. Week kind of slipped past us, didn't it?
Yeah, it goes by pretty quick, especially when you have 4 games, or we're supposed to have 4 games. My daytimes have been going by really quick because that's all I've been doing is getting ready for a game. I'm a little bit of a breather tomorrow. Me and the missus have to go to downtown St. Louis to pick up our bibs and our packets and our T-shirts for Saturday's Cardinals 5K run. Or in my case, it's going to be a 5K walk. Here is Ben Tillman to lead things off top of the order. He singled and made it to second after Carson Perrell, who's on deck, singled, and then both of them were stranded. 2 on and no outs, and no further than that did either two of those guys go.
Yeah, that's the only hits we've seen
Yeah.
in the 2 innings combined.
Yeah. Ferris pitches. That one stays up high. 2-1 the count. We're in the top of the second. No score. And the pitch from Ferris, and a swing and a shot down to center field. That one is on the move, and a nice grab, sliding grab by Reed Niemeyer.
Niemeyer covered some ground there to get to that
You're
one.
not kidding, man.
Tillman surprised he got to it. I thought that was a gapper myself.
Yeah, so did I.
Next up, number 27, Carson Perrell.
That ball stayed up there for a while, too, with that wind blowing in. It kind of got hung up, and
That's
by the
what
time it
is.
landed into Niemeyer's glove, Tillman was already at second base.
That's what it was, the wind plays havoc. Plus I also wonder how the big football stands there, how that maybe affects some of the stuff to the deeper alley out there.
Yeah.
Might do some weird things.
There is Ben Tillman, as I mentioned, singled and was stranded at first back in the top of the first inning. He looks at one on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Will Swip waiting on deck. And the pitch from Ferris, swinging a foul ball out of play. Behind us on the rock-covered extra field.
Yeah, the JV softball field, that thing. I wouldn't want to play on that thing.
I wouldn't either. I just took a glance behind me. You can see all the rocks on it, on the dirt. Swinging a foul ball back over in front of the Kahok dugout. Nice play by Odell over there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Carson Perrell. I'm having a hard time seeing these fly balls leave the bat because we're so close. I'm used to being far back and overhead. Easy to see the ball off the bat there. 2-2. Ferris. Ready with the next to Perrell. Here it is. Swinging another foul ball straight back out of play. Perrell digs back in from the right side on this turf infield. Looks at one down in the fake dirt. Outfield is real grass. Infield is all turf. 3-2 pitch on the way from Ferris. Swing and a shot right into the glove of Connor Gray at third base. He didn't have to move at all.
Good glove there.
2
Grab
hard
that
hit
one.
balls back to back, man, by Tillman and Perrell, but both of them were snagged. Here is Will Swip, who after Tillman and Perrell got on, started off with the 3 straight outs. He was the first one with a fly out to Kelvin Long out in right field. First pitch misses. And the next on the way, swinging a foul ball that's going to get out of play over into the bullpen area. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 2 away. Top of the third, no score between Collinsville and Belleville East. Here's a pitch and a ball that stays at home plate. Keeps the count at 1-2. Supposed to have some more rain overnight tomorrow night. And when we get ready for that Cardinal 5K run, guess what? Temperatures are going to be in the upper 40s.
It's going to be a cool day Saturday. They're
Yeah.
Cats are hoping to get in a game with Marquette at home at Fletcher Field.
They are hoping. 2-2 pitch on the way to Will Swip, and that one's low, full count.
And do some special things for that game. It was cancer awareness or something I saw.
Yep.
Might have to announce some extra stuff.
Swing and a shot down the third base line, but foul. We are sitting down at a table. I am totally not used to sitting down when I do games, that's for sure.
You did last year at that regional baseball game, I think.
Yeah. One up high, and Will Swip will be the recipient of the second walk by Naz Ferris.
Didn't hurt him last inning with
Nope.
the walk. Now a 2 down.
That was a 2-out walk also. That'll bring up Logan Odell, the designated hitter today, who struck out his first time up. The only strikeout so far on the afternoon for Ferris. Wind coming straight in, so getting anything out of this very large ballpark is going to be a little tough. 390 to straightaway center field. That's deep. Ferris. Swip over at first base, gets back in there. Swip on the year has not tried a stolen base. Gets a pretty good lead though. Ferris from the stretch checks on him and pitches, and that one is just a little high, or did it call? Yeah, they called it a strike. Roman Pomerantz waits on deck, hoping he's going to get a chance to get up there. That all depends on Odell. What he can do is Swip on it first. Ferris pitches. Another called strike.
I wouldn't think Swip is going to go anywhere. Take the bat out of Odell's hands, but he's now down 0-2.
Yeah. Ferris from the stretch checks on his runner, brings it home, and that one's a little low. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Got a nice view of that Lancers logo on your screen, though, don't you? Right in front of us. Ferris brings another delivery home. That one's, on the inside corner, called strike 3.
Didn't like that.
And Odell is down via the strikeout for the second inning in a row. First time swinging, this time looking. And that's going to take us now to the home half of the third inning. Still no score. We'll be back to tell you about the Lancers next at bat when we return after this timeout on the Kahok Sports Network. Want to catch some of the best live music in Collinsville from a band of all local area residents? Look no further than Sonically Pleasing. Sonically Pleasing with Tim Carlisle, Jim Cason, Logan Carlisle, and Caleb Tanzius play some of the best rock and roll hits from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. You can catch Sonically Pleasing at some of the area's finest venues, as well as book Sonically Pleasing for your private event or party. To put some music in your life, it's Sonically Pleasing. Check out Sonically Pleasing's Facebook page for upcoming live show dates and to book them for your special event, or call to book that event at 618-401-0052. Pleasing live rock music for your ears. Sonically Pleasing, 618-401-0052. That's 618-401-0052. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahawk Sports Network, as well as the Kahawk Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Collinsville, located at 1008 Vandalia Street, or call Jason Regg at 618-223-5215 or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC. The only batters that have not batted here in this game thus far are the last two in the Belleville East lineup, and that is J.J. Cates and Kelvin Long. Cates on the year, batting .313 with 4 runs batted in, has a double to go along with a few base hits. And Pomerantz pitches and a swing and a miss by Cates. So J.J. Cates, Kelvin Long, then back to the top of the order, and Reed Newmeyer to bat here for Belleville East in their half of the third inning. Pomerantz ready with a 1-1, and that one's outside, 2-1. JV was supposed to have a game out here today, too.
They moved that to tomorrow.
Yeah. And he just misses outside again, so 3-1 the count.
Don't want to have a leadoff walk here.
Yeah, would not be advised. Pomerantz pitches, swinging a foul ball off of the backstop.
Couple of uncomfortable swings from Cates.
Again, if you're just joining us, we apologize for the view. We are not behind home plate, as you can tell, so therefore the limited visibility of the rest of the field, and our scoreboard is not working today either, so double whammy. 3-2 the count to Cates. Pomerantz is ready with the payoff pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. One away, and the second strikeout of the afternoon for Pomerantz, and that'll bring up Kelvin Long. Long on the year, batting an even .300. 3 runs batted in. He also has 1 double to go along with his half dozen base hits. He stands in from the left side.
Kelvin Long.
Pomerantz ready to go. Up high. I was looking at the Belleville East roster. My great nephew is on this team, Robert Lantry Hayden. My sister's kid, Nick Hayden, that's my nephew. He's now old enough to have his own kids, and that's his son. He's a freshman.
Yeah, well, he's gotten a call up at least at some point that they've
Yeah.
put him on the roster.
Yep. I think he's had 1 at bat. Oh, man, he's just getting started, so. Good baseball player from what I remember from all the Facebook posts over the years from him playing Little League ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count to Kelvin Long. Pomerantz pitches, and that one's outside, 2-2.
See it perfectly from these left-handed batters.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think the only 2 are on the other team, right? I think all of our guys are righties.
Yeah, everybody in there today.
Foul ball off of the bat of Long. Count stays at 2-2. Reed Newmeyer, the leadoff batter for Belleville East, waits in the on-deck circle. They have one of those, don't they? They do over there. I don't see one over here. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts by Pomerantz. His 3rd strikeout. And back to the top of the order, and Reed Newmeyer. Newmeyer was the first of 3 straight batters in the top of the bottom of the first inning that all grounded out to Mason Ponder at second base.
So be ready.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Back-to-back lefties here, and there's a swing and a shot out to right field on the move, and a diving catch by Cal Swartz. And he dropped the ball when he hit the ground. And on his way to third base is going to be Niemeyer. And I guess we'll have to count that one as an error. I thought I could have swore it was in his glove, was it?
Yeah, I thought it was too. And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden he's on the ground. And
Yeah, he dove for that ball, and I think when he landed on the ground, it popped out of his glove. Let me know what Game Changer scores it as.
air.
Yeah, that's what I thought. E8. That'll bring up Connor Gray with a runner just 90 feet away. Gray, again, grounded out to Mason Ponder at second base. First one is in there for a called strike to Pomerantz. Hopefully this error will not come back to hurt anyone.
Yeah, 2-out air. You can still work around this.
There's a swing and a shot that's off the pitcher's mound like a ramp.
rolled right up it.
Sure did.
Popped up and Swip got it and tossed it over.
Man, did Pomerantz even touch that one or just hit the mound, didn't it?
I think it just rolled straight up the mound and, like you said, like a ramp for Swip to get.
Yeah, it was like a ramp for a BMX bicycle or something like that, or a little Evel Knievel action. At any rate, runner stranded over at third base, and Collinsville will live to see another day as Belleville East couldn't get that runner home from third with 2 outs. We will come back with Collinsville coming up to the plate in the top of the fourth, and we'll tell you all about it when we return from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network. Are you a collector of sports trading cards and other sports memorabilia? Then you need to check out Rippin' Rookies Cards and Collectibles in Collinsville. Rippin' Rookies specializes in sports cards from all the major sports, MLB, NBA, NFL, plus Star Wars cards and more. Rippin' Rookies buys, sells, and trades cards and other memorabilia, and they have a large selection of single and graded cards. Walk-ins at Rippin' Rookies are welcome, or you can set up an appointment for large collections at sales@rippinrookies.com. Rippin' Rookies, 102 East Clay Street in the Old Herald Complex. Open Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Sundays, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Rippin' Rookies, Collinsville sports card and memorabilia destination.
We love to have you come work for the city of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the city of Collinsville.
Roman Pomerantz leads things off here in the top of the fourth inning and takes one up high. Ball one. The coach's son flew out to the left fielder, Kelvin Long, his first time up.
They put it as a hit up on the board here.
Did they? I don't agree with it. Of course they're going to do that. That's the hometown discount.
There's some disagreement on that. We're going to go with an
I'm
error.
sticking with an error, yeah. Next pitch into Pomerantz, swinging a shot over the shortstop's head. That's going to land down, and Collinsville will pick up their third base hit of the day, their second leadoff hit.
There you go.
Now let's see if they can do something with it here. They're going to bring in a courtesy runner, Tyler Huntebrinker, our pregame guest.
There you go.
Hasn't had any opportunities to bat this year as Huntebrinker. He might have, but he doesn't have an average, so I didn't put him down on the list.
I know some games he's been playing in the field, and they've
He's pitched.
hit for him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he has pitched, but I think he's been primarily used as a pitcher and a courtesy runner. Swinging another shot. This one's going to drop right in front of the right fielder. Up with it is Turner, and Huntebrinker is on over at second base, and back-to-back base hits once again here for Collinsville. This one off of Braden Henson, who grounded out to Carnell Dixon, the second baseman, his first time up. And an opportunity here for Rain Holting to do some damage. First two have reached, and the pitch to Holting is high. Did it end up going behind him? Almost looked like it did.
it's real high.
Huntebrinker has one stolen base on the year. He is 1 for 1. Pitch by Ferris, swinging a foul ball behind the Belleville East dugout over on the first base side. Collinsville's home dugout is on the third base side at Fletcher Field, which is where they are today here at Lancer Stadium. Ferris with a 1-1 pitch with 2 runners on. He brings it home. Holting swings right through the high fastball. Runners on first and second. Henson down at first. Huntebrinker, the courtesy runner, on at second. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Rain Holting. And here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2, 2-2. Good eye there. Ferris takes a nice long look into his catcher, Lindemann. Now checks on Hunter Brinker at second and brings it home. Holting fouls off a good pitch.
Spoiled one there.
Whoever the Lancers are playing on their JV soccer team, they're down 2-0.
O'Fallon.
O'Fallon, is that who it is? 2-2. 2 runners on. Nobody out. Next pitch to Holting on the way, and he fouls off another one.
Just got a piece of that.
Sure did. That was off the handle, too. This Nazir Ferris, man, he's a big kid. Been doing a pretty good job throwing some heat. Ferris. Another long look into Lindemann. From the stretch, checks, kicks, and pitches. Swinging another pop fly. This one's in foul territory, but the first baseman is on the run, and it's going to land across the fence anyway. Walter gave it a good run, but he was not going to get there as that ball was about 2 feet over the fence down by the bullpen. So Holting stays alive.
He was on it hustling. Any chance he might have had, he was going for it.
Yep. So we'll do it all over again. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swinging another foul ball out of play. Boy, I tell you what, Holton's battling up there. A little bit of filtered sunshine now through some high, thin clouds. Another 2-2 pitch from Ferris to Holting is on the way. Swinging another high pop fly. This one looks like it's going to stay in the field of play, and the third baseman, Connor Gray, in foul territory, makes the catch for the out.
Catch was made, so he's out, but if it would have went into fair territory, it would have been out anyway on the infield fly.
Yep. So now it's up to Kyle Swartz. In the first inning, Collinsville got the first 2 guys on back-to-back hits, and then the next 3 batters made an out. And here in this inning, Roman Pomerantz and Braden Hinson with back-to-back hits, and now
you get the mound here with.
They stand there with 1 out. Hunter Brinker, courtesy runner for Pomerantz at second, and Hinson still over at first. And a meeting on the mound from the infielders, and I'm going to guess it might be the head coach, Wiggs, or it could be a pitching coach. I'm really not sure.
I think that's Wiggs. It's a hard time getting a look at him.
Yeah, especially with the sun in your eyes. Here's Cal Swartz. Swartz walked in the second inning and was stranded. Collinsville has left 4 base runners on today so far here in this game.
They're going to at least get somebody past second base.
Ferris checks on Hunter Brinker at second and brings one home, swinging a foul ball. That's going to bounce over the fence. Ferris ready with an 0-1. Hunter Brinker leads from second, Hinson from first. And the 0-1 bunt, and it's bunted foul. It was a good idea if you could catch him off guard.
Yeah, getting up off that turf mound is probably going to be tough for this pitcher to field that ball.
Yeah.
More importantly, you're trying to move the runner over to third, so definitely the only play is going to be to go to first.
The 0-2 pitch from Ferris to Swartz on the way, and that one is just a little high. Ball 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ferris, long look at Hunter Brinker. Brings one home. That one's a lot higher than the last one for sure, 2-2. Next delivery. That one skips off that turf. So we go from 0-2 to 3-2.
Missed with a couple high ones, tried to bring it down lower. Give him a chase.
Three and two. There got been a large number, a lot of sirens going on here all of a sudden, right? 3-2 pitch. Swinging a foul ball straight back to the screen. That's right over there. Just beyond the soccer field.
They turned it into a shopping complex.
Yeah. Next pitch, swing and a base hit over the shortstop's head. Pomerantz is going to be held at third base, and the bases will be loaded. Or excuse me, Hunterbrinker will be held at third base. Fifth base hit of the afternoon for Collinsville, and they're in business with only one out. And Henry Sterneman coming to the plate, and that might be it for the pitcher because this is the second mound visit. So I'm going to guess that we're going to have a pitching change. Yeah, we are going to have a pitching change. So we will take a timeout, tell you about the new pitcher when we come back from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200. Looking for a new place to catch the game with cold drinks and great food? Look no further than 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville. 1101 Bar and Grill features pizza, burgers, wraps, and salads, plus 7 large screen TVs to catch the latest Kahawk games and all the pro sports across the spectrum, plus all the college football and basketball you can handle. 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. Call 1101 Bar and Grill for carryout orders at 618-223-1332. VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is one of the area's longest-running VFW posts. VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is your place to meet and join other area veterans. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville offers all kinds of activities to help our veterans, as well as engaging the public with fun, food, fellowship, and a great time for great causes. Blood drives, fundraisers, raffles, and a Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday night. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville has event space for your parties, celebrations, and other get-togethers. For more information, check out the VFW Post 1117's Facebook page or call the Caseyville VFW at 618-344-9878. All right, so J.J. Cates will come in from shortstop to pitch. And newly inserted into the game is Julian Gaddis. He will now play third base, and the third baseman Connor Gray will shift over to play shortstop. And here is Henry Sterneman showing bunt with the bases loaded, and he'll pull it back and take a ball. Numbers on J.J. Cates. This is his 8th appearance. He's 1-1, and he has pitched in 16 1/3 inning, a 3.86 earned run average, 12 strikeouts to only 2 walks. Next pitch, down low, ball 2. No room to put him anywhere. Henry Sterneman grounded out to the second baseman, Carnell Dixon, who ended up tossing over and getting Cal Swartz out. Swartz was at first base. And the next pitch, that one bounces off of the catcher, but it stays in front of him, so runners will stay put. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Henry Sterneman.
Tried to hold up on that one.
Hunterbrinker on at third, Henson at second. Cal Swartz is at first, only 1 away. Collinsville with an opportunity to get one across here. Only 1 out. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Henry Sterneman, and the pitch from Cates. Swing and a shot down the third base line, but that one is going foul. Good idea.
Yeah, in front of it a little bit, straighten it out, and somewhere to drive it where they're not at.
Hit them where they ain't. From the Babe Ruth book of how to play baseball. Another 1-2 pitch coming. That one gets away, and Hunterbrinker is going to come home, and he is going to be out at home plate.
Yeah, he got a late jump on
He
it
did.
there. It rolled. It didn't quite roll all the way to the pad of the backstop there, and Hunterbrinker got a late break on it, and tough break for the Canucks to get that second out at home.
Yeah.
On the pass ball.
Pass ball and a late break, and now we have runners on second and third and 2 away, and Sterneman with a 2-2 count. And the pitch, swinging a bouncer to the third baseman, the newly inserted Gaddis, and he throws him out. And Collinsville had bases loaded and 1 out and couldn't bring anyone home. And that will send us now to the bottom half of the 4th inning, as Collinsville once again stranded a couple more runners. We'll tell you about the new inning when we come back from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting CollinsvilleFoundation.com.
Bottom of the 4th rolls along here. No score between Collinsville and Belleville East. Collinsville had a golden opportunity there in the top half of the 4th.
Yeah, they did, and it went away quickly in 2 pitches.
Yeah.
It was over with bases loaded.
3, 4, and 5 hitters batting here for Belleville East in their half of the 4th. That is Brody Lindeman, who ended the streak of 3 ground outs in a row to Mason Ponder in that first inning. Pomerantz back out there, and the next pitch misses. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Lindeman, Walter, and Garland to bat here for Belleville East in the home half of the 4th. Pomerantz ready with another swing and a shot right back up the middle, and that will become the first base hit in my book for Belleville East.
I agree. Again, the scoreboard says 2.
And that'll bring up Logan Walker, the first baseman, who led off the second inning with a pop-up to Mason Ponder. Ponder was busy in those first 2 innings. Did they bring in a runner for Lindeman? I couldn't see.
Yeah, I can't get his number.
All right, we'll try to get that here in a minute. Logan Walter, the first baseman, excuse me, trying to move the guy along, and there's a throw, and back in there safely is the courtesy runner. Thought I was going to see his number on his back when he dove in there, but
I just can't get his number.
no, looks like maybe 13. Nope, there is no 13. Pomerantz, another throw over.
Mine maybe was 17.
27.
27.
Yep, Cooper Van de Voorde. It's a very long last name.
And it has 2 V's.
Yes, 2 capital V's. VAN, capital D, small e, big V, OORDE. 1 pitch, swing and a miss by Logan Walter. Van Voorde has a stolen base. Belleville East, their numbers say that they have 35 stolen bases and they have been caught 0 times. I'm not sure if that's true or they just don't record the caught stealings. There's a few teams that will record the stolen bases but not the caught category. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a shot up the middle right over the outstretched glove of Pomerantz, and that ball slows down once it hits that real grass out there in the outfield. And that ball slowed way down, but Carson Perrell was on the move and kept the runner at second base. And the first 2 batters have reached here on back-to-back base hits. Collinsville has done that twice and has nothing to show for it. We're hoping that the Kahawks can hold Belleville East to the exact same. What are we doing here?
Not overly high grass, but it seems pretty thick.
Yeah.
Just talking to him, I guess.
Yeah, this is a new batter.
Oh, a new batter.
That would be Grant Stelwag. Stelwag, excuse me. Stelwag taking the place of the DH. Comes in batting .250 with 3 runs batted in, and he's squaring around a bunt, and Wilson Whip was almost up in his face.
First baseman came way in on that one, and then batter steps out.
I'm sure that's probably what Stelwag's job is right now, is to advance the runners. He turns around to bunt again, and he does so down the third base side, but foul. Up close personal look there at Henry Sterneman.
No bunting here and just killing it down in the dirt.
Yeah.
Burying it in the grass. It's all going to just take some kind of bounce off the turf.
Yeah, it does. Pops right up. 0-1 the count to Stelwag. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Pomerantz checks on his runner at second, checks on him again, and then steps off. Holting is playing first base. If I said Swip, I apologize. And the next pitch. That one just misses. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Sterneman doesn't play too much in because he's got to stop the guy from advancing from second to third. And the pitch by Pomerantz. Another bunt attempt. That one popped right up into the air and then bounces foul.
That's the bounces we're talking about.
That ball had some spin on it too. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. And now you have to wonder if Stelwag is going to bunt. With 2 strikes, you bunt that thing foul again and you are out. Runners on first and second, nobody out. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to the pinch batter, Grant Stelwag. Pomerantz checks on his runner at second and brings it home. He is going to bunt and he strikes out. And the throw down to second base was offline. They wouldn't have got Van de Voorde anyway.
Kept the bunt on, but he just bunted through it.
Sure did.
Might even got a piece of it.
4th strikeout of the afternoon for Pomerantz. That'll bring up Carnell Dixon. Dixon walked and was stranded back in the 2nd inning. And the pitch. That one's a little low. Not looking like he is squaring around to bunt is Dixon, but Holting still in on the grass cutout over there at first. Pomerantz continues to work from the stretch and pitches. That one is in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count, 1 away. Runners at first and second. Van de Voorde, the courtesy runner for the catcher Lindemann, and Logan Walter down at first base. Back-to-back base hits. The 1-1 pitch from Pomerantz on the way. That one's a nice stop over there by Tillman as that one was really low. 2-1. Fallon's beating the JV Lancers over there pretty handily right now, 5-0.
That's the only part I can't see. I can't see the.
Yeah, I can see that pole being in your way from where you're sitting.
I can't see
Next
the
pitch by
slope.
Pomerantz, swinging a shot up the middle, and the second baseman Will Swip, and no throw. They're going to bring the runner home, and he is going to be a dead duck at home plate. Double play by Collinsville will keep this game scoreless as we head to the 5th inning. Kahawks coming up to bat right after we take a timeout here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville.
Todd Duke and Chris Kettler back with you from Lancer Stadium here on the campus of Belleville East High School. We have been through 4 innings and no score. Collinsville gets a double play. A 6-4 put out at second base, and then a 4-2 put out at home plate. And that keeps the game right where it is, 0-0 in favor of no one.
Dixon was just too fast down the first base line there, so the Kahawks didn't even bother with the throw down to first base because he was already going to be safe. And then pinch runner is coming around third. And
well, Ponder was looking at like he was going to throw to first, but he realized that guy was getting down there too quick, so the runner came around third thinking he could score, and he could not.
Yeah, unorthodox play there, but works out for Collinsville.
Yeah, that it does. That is Collinsville's 5th double play of the year. An untraditional double play, but a double play nonetheless. J.J. Cates back out there for his 2nd inning of work. And the pitch to the leadoff man, Ben Tillman. It misses, and quickly it is 2-0.
Softball team in a battle across town, 2-2 in the 6th.
The leadoff man, Ben Tillman, this is his 3rd time leading off an inning. Obviously, he leads off the 1st, but he also led off the 3rd, and here he is leading off the 5th. Tillman on the afternoon has 1 for 2, a single and a line out. That was a nice catch out there by the center fielder, Reed Newmeyer, to rob him of an extra base hit. That one is on the inside corner, 3-1. And the next pitch from Cates. Strike on the inside corner, man. Tell you what.
Delayed call there.
Yeah.
Someone thought he had it.
Tillman was 4 steps down the first baseline thinking he was walked. Cates peers over his glove, has the signal, and brings home the 3-2 pitch, swinging a high fly ball. Kelvin Long is tracking it and makes it over in the sunny area. He's got a little bit of shade behind him and in front of him, but that strip of sunshine, that's where he caught that ball, and there's one away.
It's a little bit of an adventure for him. He went one way, he was in the shade, and then the wind's kind of kicking it more to his left, and he had to go into the sun.
Yeah. That'll bring up Carson Perrell. Perrell also 1 for 2 on the afternoon, a single, and he lined out to the third baseman. At the time was Connor Gray. Cates ready with a pitch, and that one's in there for a called strike. Very comfortable day out here. It's not hot. Nice breeze, although it is playing havoc with all the paperwork. Cates pitches, and that one is into the brown turf. One ball, one strike, the count. I see the baseball talk hasn't changed since I was playing ball as a kid. Home now. In there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
I've been here between innings each time before Collins comes to bat. Get them fired up here. Get some runs.
Yeah, we do. 1-2 pitch on the way. Perrell takes high, 2-2. Collinsville has left 6 base runners on. Belleville East has left 3. We are scoreless. Collinsville has 5 hits. Lancers have 2, although the scoreboard here says 3. And the 2-2 pitch on the way to Perrell. He swung through it. First strikeout of the afternoon for Cates. And it's up to Will Swip to keep this inning going. Swip is 0 for 1 with a walk. Flew out to the right fielder, Kelvin Long. Long's been a little busy out there today. Cates from the windup pitches. Pops right out of the glove of Lindemann. Doesn't go very far. Umpire's going to go over there and take care of that one himself. Nice leisurely walk, about 3 steps. One 0 the count. Cates ready with the next offering to Swip. Here it comes. Swinging a little tapper that's going to be past the third baseman into the shortstop's glove, but then he drops it. And Swip is going to reach base for the second time. See how they score this one here.
That should be an error, shouldn't it?
Yeah, they gave him a hit. What did Game Changer give him? I don't even know if it wouldn't have popped out of the shortstop's glove. Connor Gray, if he would have had.
Also.
Huh? Okay, I'll give him a hit then. All right, we're in consensus. Yeah, I don't think, even if it would have popped out of the glove, I don't think that Connor Gray would have had enough time to turn around and throw him out. So Collinsville has another base runner on. They have had a base runner on in every inning, but nothing to show for it. Here is base hit.
Pinch hit.
Yeah. Pinch hitter. Who is that?
It was Carter Henson.
Why is he wearing 25? So, another couple of hits for Collinsville.
Game changer.
Game changer, that's what they have. Henson?
Whitaker.
Oh, Whitaker. I don't have a 25 on my roster.
I saw 23. So that's
At any rate, Collinsville has runners on first and second, 2 away though. And here is Roman Pomerantz. Pomerantz has a single today.
Aiden Whitaker.
Aiden Whitaker. Got a few Aidens on this roster, that's for sure. Here's the 1-0. That one's in there for a strike, 1-1. Got an Aiden Bailey, an Aiden Taylor, and now an Aiden Whitaker. Aidens galore. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Will Swip over at second base. Whitaker's on over at first base. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swinging a high pop fly. That one is skied, and that one is going to be handled by the shortstop Gray. And Collinsville once again will strand a couple of more runners. We have had runners stranded all over the place in this game, and we remain scoreless as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, and Belleville East will come up for yet another at-bat when we return from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville and Collinsville locations, and now in Marissa, St. Laborie, and New Athens for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs with super low closing costs and low construction loan rates. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back here to Lancer Stadium on the campus of Belleville East High School. Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you. And another new player here is, well, that's Julian Gaddis who came in, that's right. So Gaddis, who came in technically taking the place of the pitcher, but he's playing third base. And Gaddis looks at one outside. Gaddis is looking for his first hit of the year. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Matt Pomerantz back out there for his 5th inning of work. And that one's high, 2-1.
Yeah, when Odell didn't bat last night, maybe they were warming him up.
Could be.
He doesn't come out here to at least start this inning.
Looks like there's some action down in the bullpen, but it's at such an angle I can't tell. That one is high and tight, 3-1 now. I think it's 3-1. Scoreboard says 2, and there it goes. Pomerantz has to come back here and throw a strike to Gaddis. Right down the middle he did. I can see Aiden Taylor down there, but I think he's just guarding whoever is down there warming up. Swinging a little looping shot down the first base line. That's fair. It's going to be a long run there for Swartz, but Gaddis doesn't tempt fate there, and we'll just stop at first base.
Yeah, ball doesn't really move much after it gets into that grass out there.
Third base hit of the afternoon for Belleville East, so they have their leadoff guy on for the 2nd inning in a row.
Yeah, they're going to bunt, and
J.J. Cates
looking to move the runner over.
Cates, a strikeout victim his first time up. Snap throw over to first, and Gaddis is back in there safely. Holton kind of short-armed that throw back over to Pomerantz. Bounced over there on the first base side of the mound. Gaddis has his lead. And the bunt is in the air, and it's going to be Pomerantz with an underhand over to Holting for the out. And the runner does advance down to second on the sacrifice bunt by Cates.
A lot of distance on that bunt.
Yeah, it was.
Pomerantz had to chase that one down. About 2.5 steps away from the bag.
So runner at second and 1 away, and here is Kelvin Long, the right fielder. Long's only at bat resulted in a strikeout too. That was back-to-back strikeouts by Pomerantz in the third inning. First one misses. Pomerantz looks at second base from the stretch. He pitches. That one's in there for a strike, 1-1. I would imagine you are correct. If Logan Odell got pulled from the lineup, he's probably the one down there warming up. Just a guess, though. Pomerantz checks, kicks, and pitches. Up high, ball 2, 2-1. Gaddis on over at second. Pomerantz checks on him, brings it home. Swinging a grounder to Ponder over at second, and over to first for the out. Runner moves over to third on the play. Almost just like a sacrifice. Back to the top of the order we go, and Reed Newmeyer. Newmeyer has reached on an error and one of the handful of ground outs to Ponder. That's how he led off the game, or the bottom of the first anyway. So Collinsville 1 out away from getting out of another possible inning in which Belleville East has a runner at third. And that one's in there for a called strike. Pomerantz brings the next one home. Swinging a shot to Ponder again at second base. He scoops it up and he throws, and Ponder has been on it today.
Great job at second base and take care of them grounders, and at least moves the runner to third but can't get him in.
Yep. All right. That's going to take us to the 6th inning. A scoreless game thus far. We'll be back to tell you all about the new inning after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224.
It's probably the largest purchase you'll ever make. We have 5 agents on our team.
We cover about an hour radius around St. Louis.
We grew up here. We know every town like the back of our hands.
Our job as realtors is helping someone find their dream home, whether it's a family or an individual. We just want to do everything that we can to keep the process as simple and as stress-free as possible for you.
The Blaylock Group, the official realtors of the Kahok Sports Network and Kahok Athletics.
Braden Henson will lead things off here for Collinsville in the 6th inning. We are scoreless through 5. 7 hits for Collinsville, 3 hits for Belleville East. Cahoks have left 8 base runners on in this game. J.J. Cates back out there for another inning of work. And a swing and a foul ball out of play as you get a up close and personal look at the backside of Rain Holting here. Everybody else is taking their practice swings back over here, and he's got to be on the logo right in front of us. Cates on the pitch in the dirt. Blocked off of the chest there of Lindemann, the catcher. Kind of blocking my view of the pitcher here. Cates delivers. That one's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Cates ready with another delivery to Henson. Here it is, and that one's up high, 2-2. If you've never gotten an up-close personal look at somebody waiting on deck, well, now is your chance. 2-2 pitch on the way to Henson, swinging a foul ball right over the head of Rain Holting here. Two and two the count to the leadoff man, Braden Henson, who has grounded out and singled in this game. Cates looks over his glove, and he's into his windup and brings the next home, swinging a shot right past him to the second baseman, who bobbles it, and that is going to be another error. Actually, I think that's the first error in this game that the scoreboard operator is going to charge, but that's the second one I'm charging him with.
That should have just been a routine grounder to second. The second baseman, both sides have been pretty rock steady, but can't handle that one.
No. So Collinsville will have a runner on first base for Mr. Rain Holting, and now it's the parade of on-deck batters right in front of us. There's a snap throw over to first base, back in there safely. Holting is up, Cal Swartz on deck.
Take some steps back for you.
He did a little bit, didn't he? And the next one is missed. Cates ready with the 1-0. Here it comes. Holting looks at one into the ground. And Cates, a little bit of a jam here. Runner at first, and he's behind in the count. To Holting. Here's the pitch, and that one is, oh boy. Ooh.
Yeah, look low, come across. Catcher tried to frame it good. Softball team heads to extras, 2-2.
Nice. 3-0 pitch, and that one's in there for a strike. Three and one the count to Rain Holting. Braden Henson leads from first. Now he's back in there after a throw over there by Cates. Is he all right? Henson looks like he's hurt.
First baseman kind of landed on him. I don't know if he kind of took a little shot in the back, or maybe that just forced his.
Either way, he got his hand stepped on.
Yeah, or maybe it was stepped on.
Could be, yeah. He's flexing that right wrist.
That's what it was. First baseman stepped on him, and then he was trying to get off of him, but then he just kind of started to fall on him. Just got worse and worse for Henson, but he's all right.
Yeah. 3-1 the count to Holting. No one out, runner at first. And the pitch, inside and low, ball four. First two have reached once again. That's the third time in this game. And Collinsville has had the first two batters reach, and we have nothing to show for you. Neither team has anything to show for anything right now. First walk issued by Cates since he was brought into the game. And now we're going to have Aiden Bailey, who is going to come in and run for Holting.
Another Aiden.
Yeah, said we got three of them.
I feel like Aiden's like common was Christopher was when I was in school. It seemed like maybe I noticed more because that was my name. It seemed like everybody was named Chris back when I was in school.
This Aiden, he spells his name A-Y-D-E-N. The other one, Aiden Taylor, is A-I-D-E-N. Another meeting at the mound.
I think Aiden Whitaker was A-I-D-A-N.
Yeah, could be.
No, he might have been easy E also.
So a little meeting on the mound is over. So Aiden Bailey is on at first. Braden Henson on at second. That brings up Cal Swartz, the right fielder. Cal has walked and singled in this game. He was forced out at second back in the second inning and was stranded at first base back in the fourth. Collinsville has stranded 8 base runners here today. Bunt popped up in the air, and no one's going to get there. Nice try by Lindemann, the catcher, though, right in front of us.
It's going to be hard for the catcher to find that one. Good effort.
Yeah, so now everybody on the infield is aware of the bunt opportunity as the first baseman, Logan Walter, is way in at first now. And that allows Aiden Bailey to get a big lead over at first. Be aware of the second baseman coming in right behind, though. A throw over to second base, and Henson is back in there safely with the shortstop covering. Swartz. Another opportunity for him to move the runners over, and another snap throw back over to second base, and Henson is back in there with no problem.
Yeah, shortstop wasn't even on the bag there, and
nope.
He's way behind him.
6 o'clock. Sun is getting a little low here. Cates ready. Swing and a fly ball out to center field on the run as the center fielder is going to drop in front of him. And the throw into second base is safe, and the bases are going to be loaded.
Bailey just got there just in time.
Kind of had to wait because they weren't sure if Newmeyer was going to come in from center field and make that catch.
Now bases loaded, nobody out. Collinsville got something going here maybe.
8th hit of the afternoon for Collinsville. And the bases are loaded now for Henry Sterneman. Sterneman has grounded out twice, once to second, once to third. Need something to drive here. Fly ball would definitely get a run in deep in the outfield. Base hit could score 2. Cates ready. Sterneman looks at one low. Nice block over there by Lindemann again. He's been busy back there. Ben Tillman, the leadoff batter for Collinsville, waits on deck. I don't think he's going to be leading off the next inning like he has the previous 3. Not unless something weird happens. Swinging a ground ball, shortstop. He's going to throw home. There's out number 1, and that's all they're going to get. That play will go 6-2.
Infield playing in a little bit. Went to get the lead runner. Chaos can't get the runner in.
So
6-2.
6-2. Ben Tillman will come to the plate. Tillman, as I mentioned, led off all 3 times he's been to bat. In the first, he singled. In the third, he lined out. And in the 5th, he flew out. Here's a pitch. Another nice stop by Lindemann. Coming in down the line was Aiden Bailey. He was ready to pounce in case that ball got past him. We did have one ball get past him earlier, and he ran back there quick enough to turn around and throw the runner out at home. That's why we are still scoreless. Tillman looking for something to drive. Here's a pitch, swing, and a base hit right over the shortstop's head. 1 run's going to score. 2nd one being waved home. Play at the plate. He is safe at the plate. Collinsville up 2-0.
So it looked like it was just about in time there, but must just not got the tag down. But Tillman comes through. The Canucks have been hitting the ball all day. Finally gets the run, gets some runs in.
Yes, he does. Man, I keep on writing this down in the wrong spot. It was Tillman. I already wrote it down in Perril's spot. That was the 9th base hit of the afternoon for Collinsville, and this one plates 2 runs. Here is Carson Perrell. Sterneman's down at second. Tillman's on at first. Still only 1 away. Perrell has singled, lined out, and struck out in this game. Kate steps off. Top of the 6th, we finally break the 0-0 deadlock. Cates delivers. Low, ball 1. What would be the chances that Collinsville brings in a fresh arm here in the bottom of the 6th?
Thinking so, especially if Odell was warming up.
Cates ready with the 1-0 to Carson Perrell. Here it is. That one's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to the Kahok center fielder, Carson Perrell. Perrell looking for something to drive as well. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a shot down the third baseline, but just foul. Still have action going on down the bullpen down there because Aiden Taylor was the one who fielded that foul ground ball. I see Clay Smith.
Softball team took the lead 3-2 in the 8th, trying to close it out.
Nice. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Perrell. Perrell swings and a slow roller to the shortstop who flubs it. Bases loaded again.
Yeah, he was ready to flip it to second base before he had the ball.
Second error charged to the shortstop here this afternoon. And that'll put Sterneman on at third, Tillman on at second. And Perrell reaches on the air. He's on at first, and here comes Will Swip to the plate. Swip, he has been on base twice, a walk and a single. And in the first inning, he flew out to the right fielder, Kelvin Long. Pitch to Will. Swing and another shot to the third baseman. He steps on the bag, throws over to first in time for the double play. Wow.
Took an interesting hop on him there, but he was able to gather it, step on the bag, which was right there, and fired across. Gets out of the jam there to the Lancers.
That they do, but Collinsville does score a couple of runs. They get 2 here in the 6th inning, and that'll send us to the bottom half of the 6th inning, and we'll be back to tell you all about the next Belleville East at bat when we return from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks!
Matt Pomerantz does indeed come back out for his 6th inning worth of work. And he will be greeted by Connor Gray, the number 2 man in the lineup for Belleville East. And that pitch up high.
This is where the Kahawks ran into trouble Tuesday against the East. 6th inning.
Yep.
Big inning for the Lancers.
Gray has grounded out twice here this afternoon. Here's the next pitch, and that one is down low, and all of a sudden it's 3-0. I'm sure there's going to be a short leash on Pomerantz here.
Yeah, especially only up 2.
Yep. Pomerantz pitches. Oh, 4-pitch walk.
Here comes Pom, his dad, maybe to come get him.
Probably. Second walk issued by Roman today. And we'll have to wait and see if he takes the ball out of his glove before we make our decision here on what to do next. And right now he's not doing so.
No, this looks like just a talk.
Yeah.
Softball team's gotten themselves in a jam there. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Ooh. Bottom of the 8th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna stick with Roman for at least another batter.
Yep. That looks like exactly what's going to happen. And that batter will be Brody Lindemann. Lindemann has grounded out, singled, and then was thrown out at home in that 4th inning to end the inning. Collinsville got a double play.
Shadows come across the mound now, and
yep.
The batter is in
half shadow. Kind of a
sunlight.
Filtered shadow, if you will.
Yeah.
First pitch misses, so that's 5 straight out of the strike zone here for Pomerantz. Gray dancing around over at first base, so Pomerantz throws one in there. Gray on the year has 4 stolen bases. Pitch and a pop fly, and that one is going to head out to the field and caught by the left fielder, Braden Henson, who almost dropped to one knee right before he caught it.
Well, yeah, Swip was coming in there also, so I
yeah.
think he was trying to make sure he avoids collision there and makes the catch.
So 1 away. Gray has to stay at first base, and here is Logan Walter. Walter has singled, and he was out on that 6-4 beginning of that double play that ended up getting Lindemann at home. Other than that, a pop-up to Mason Ponder at second base. Pitch, swing and a miss. Pomerantz, another throw over to first base, and back in there safely is Gray.
Didn't go the softball team's way. 4-3, they lose in 8.
Tough loss. Nice battle, though. Swing and base hit right past the shortstop, and runners on first and second with 1 out. Fourth base hit of the afternoon for Belleville East. That'll put Gray at second, Walter at first, and here is August Gartland, who's going to check back into the game after Grant Stellwag came in the last time.
Oh, he just had to be announced to re-enter. That's
yep.
all it is.
So in his only at bat, he struck out looking. And the guy who took his place in the 4th inning, Stellwag, he also struck out, but he was swinging. And we'll step off there by Pomerantz. Your phone makes more noise than my daughter's phone. Pomerantz looks at his runner at second and brings one home. In there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Pomerantz has runners on first and second with 1 out, trying to get out of this. Collinsville up 2-0. We're late, bottom of the 6th. Pomerantz turns around, and that one's almost thrown into center field. Will Swip was not on the bag. Neither was Ponder. Swip had to dive and stop that throw from going into the outfield where Carson Perro would have had a long run at it. One the count to Gartland. And the pitch. Just misses, 1-1. Next delivery. Swing and a grounder to Ponder. He's just going to throw over to first base, get the sure out. Everybody else is going to move up. I'm not mad at that play at all. I don't think Ponder could have done anything else but that.
Yep, just get the second out. Get the a sure thing there. And
yeah, first base is open.
Something to work with here, and I'm going to check this baseball.
And here is Carnell Dixon, who has walked and reached on a fielder's choice. Are they making sure the cover's still on it?
I guess. He put it back in his
Did kind of make a weird sound, didn't it?
ball bag, but gave Pomerantz a new ball. Or a different ball.
Pomerantz 1 out away from getting out of this inning. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Two away. Runners on third. That's Connor Gray. Second, Logan Walter. Pomerantz ready with an 0-1 pitch to Dixon. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Dixon looks like he's swinging right over the top of things here. And the 0-2. Ooh,
looked good.
Ooh, sure did. Dixon digs back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Collinsville up 2-0. And the pitch. Swinging a shot right through the middle. That's going to score both runners, and we are going to be tied at 2.
Piece of two-strike hitting there by Dixon. Survived the previous pitch there. That was close, and
yeah,
drives that one up the middle, driving, and we're tied it right up.
Both teams with 2 runs in the 6th inning. And here is Julius Gatiss, who came in for Nasir Ferris. His only at bat took place in the 5th inning. He singled and was stranded at 3rd. The softball team went to extra innings. Could that be in store for us here as well?
Hit by pitch ended that game.
Really?
That's how West won it.
Oh, wow.
Bases loaded.
Yeah.
Hit by pitch.
Swing and a miss. And now Gatiss in a 0-2 hole. Had Dixon down 0-2 and got away with what a lot of people thought was a called 3rd strike. I know the folks wearing purple and white did. And the next pitch, swing and a miss at a high, hard one, but the damage has been done as Belleville East gets 2 runs across here in their half of the 6th inning, and that will send us to the 7th inning, and we are all knotted at 2 apiece.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Todd Duke and Chris Keller are back with you here from Belleville East High School. I'm going to have to step aside for a quick second here, and luckily the restrooms are right behind us, so it shouldn't take me too long. I'll be right back.
All right,
take it away there, Chris.
Todd. Yeah, I'll take care of it here as Belleville East has tied this back up. Both teams traded 2 runs apiece there in the 6th. As your pitcher Cates continues to warm up here, and you might have the umpire went to the bathroom too, so Todd might be back in plenty of time here before we miss anything, as the umpire went to the bathroom too. So Whitaker will lead off for the Kahawks here in the 7th. handy when the bathroom was right by. So Whitaker will dig in and face Cates to open up the 7th inning. Kale's got to go back to work again here, at least get a run here and have a chance to win in the bottom of the 7th. Whitaker swings this one and it's fouled right back at us, right immediately to my left. Pomerantz on deck, but first it's Whitaker. Cates looks in, has what he wants, winds and fires, and another foul. This one straight back, and so it's 0-2 now to Whitaker. That one, nope. Called ball. Couple foul balls, and then that one for a ball, and Todd, you only missed 3 pitches because the umpire went to the bathroom too.
I know. I saw him when I was going in. I'm like, well, that's good timing on my part.
Whitaker fouls another one off.
Whitaker came in earlier for Odell in the 5th inning and singled and was stranded, so his second at bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. We're in the top of the 7th. We are tied 2-2. Cates steps off. It'll be Whitaker, Pomerantz, and Henson here in this inning. And that one's inside. 2-2.
No lights here at this field, but I think we got at least well over an hour to go if it goes extra innings.
Yeah. And that one was low and outside. Almost reaching for it there was Whitaker, but he held up. 3-2 to count. Yeah, Belleville East has already been involved in a tie this year. Their season opener with Quincy was a 5-5 tie. Here comes the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Whitaker.
They got a nice little swing on it there after fouling some off, and swings through that one, strikes out.
Second strikeout for Cates. Go along with the 2 strikeouts that Nazir Ferris had earlier. So Collinsville batters have only struck out 4 times, and here is Roman Pomerantz. Pomerantz is 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Single sandwiched in between a fly out and a pop-up. First one misses, ball 1. Yeah, that sun's at a certain angle right now where it's like right in your eyes.
Especially to look at the batter.
Yeah.
And I wonder how it bothers the right-handed batters.
Swing and a shot to the third baseman right into the glove of Gatus, and quickly there are 2 away. That'll bring up Braden Henson. Henson is 1 for 2 on the afternoon, grounded out to the second baseman in the 2nd, singled in the 4th, and reached on an error in the 6th, and then was thrown out at home plate. Pitch, swing, and a shot right past Gatus over at third base. So Collinsville has the potential go-ahead run on here. And the Kahawks pick up their 10th hit of the afternoon. Here is Rain Holting. Holting has fouled out twice in this game, once to the first base side, once to the third base side. Other than that, he walked back in the 6th and scored the Kahawks' first run of the game. Cates pitches. Holting got hit. First hit batter that we've had here today. And Collinsville has got the go-ahead run down at second base. And we'll see if Cal Swartz can get him home. Swartz has been on base all 3 times today. 2 singles and a walk. Came around to score that second run in the 2-run 6th inning. See what he can do here. I do have this pole right here, and if I move my head just right, I can block the sun out. And a throw into center field, but there is no way that, Henson wasn't going to be able to get up and run anywhere. Didn't get very far. Once it hits that thick outfield grass, it does not roll very far. And luckily for East Side, Reed Newmeyer was already making the move to run in. Didn't take him long to get there at all.
Yeah, center fielder knew to back that one up. I think he knew what the play was.
Yeah. Next pitch on the way, and that one's in there for a called strike. Two outs, two runners on. 2-2 game. Cates ready with the 0-1 to Swartz. Here it is. That was a nice block by Lindeman. I tell you what, Lindeman is, if he was getting paid, he'd be earning his money back there.
Yeah, the only one that got past him was one that he ended up throwing out the runner coming home.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Swartz. Henry Sterneman waits on deck. Cates delivers. Swing and a base hit out into right field. And it gets past the fielder. Long, let it get between the wickets. And that is good enough for Braden Henson to come home.
Another error for the Lancers. Allows the run to come home. Might have tested him anyway, see if he can make the throw.
Yeah.
But he ends up coming in clean.
4th error of the game for Belleville East, and now we have time called as Collinsville takes the lead at 3-2 here. So no matter what happens here in the rest of this inning, Collinsville just needs to come in and get these Lancers out 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the 7th. We can all go home happy.
However it goes, let's get the 3 outs without giving up a run.
Yeah. Are they going to stick with Cates?
Looks like it, just talking to him.
Yeah. Runners on 1st and 3rd. Swartz reached on an error. He's at 1st. Holting's at 3rd. Or did they didn't bring in Aiden? No, they did not bring in Aiden Bailey this time to run for him. Cal Swartz tattooed that ball, and Long was ready to come up throwing, but the only thing he forgot to do was watch the ball go into his glove. Sterneman steps up to the plate now. Sterneman reached on a fielder's choices last time up. Another 2 at bats. He has grounded out to 2nd and 3rd. And the pitch, Sterneman swinging at the first pitch. That's foul down the third base side. Oh, and 1 the count to Henry Sterneman. Runners on the corners here for Collinsville. 2 away still. Collinsville got a big 2-out run there and took the 3-2 lead. Would be nice to pad this with another run, wouldn't it?
Definitely with this runner on 3rd.
Yeah. That one misses. Another nice stop there by Lindeman. 1-1 the count. Swartz on at 1st. Holting on at 3rd. Up to Henry Sterneman if you want to add another insurance tally on here. Cates from the stretch. Brings it. Swinging a pop fly. That's heading out to Long. He's got a beat on it, and he will make it right near the foul line for out number 3, and we will head to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Collinsville picks up a much-needed run there in the 7th. And Kahawks take the lead at 3-2. We're back with the bottom of the 7th after a timeout here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all the accessories.
Rich has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com. Matt Pomerantz back out on the mound, trying to complete a win here for Collinsville as we have reached the bottom of the 7th inning. Collinsville leads 3-2. 6th inning had 2 runs, and the 7th inning had 1, and now all we have to do is get them out 1, 2, 3. And we will see if we can do that. It'll be the bottom 2 in the order, J.J. Cates and Kevin Long. Then back to the top of the order, and Reed Newmeyer. Cates on the afternoon is 0 for 1, a strikeout and a sacrifice. Pomerantz ready to go back to work. Here is the first pitch from the junior. It's way high. Ball 1.
Ooh. That's a high one in the face.
Yeah. Pomerantz ready with the next. Ooh, where was that?
Good.
Yeah, it did from our angle. I guess it was either inside or outside, one of the two. I think inside. 2-0 though. Next from Pomerantz on the way. And that one's inside as well. Quickly 3-0. How much of a leash do you give the junior pitcher trying to get a complete game? Only a 1-run lead. See if Pomerantz can work his way around this. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. Walked him on 4. No, he didn't. Umpire says, late strike, sir. Come back here.
We saw that earlier on Tillman.
Yeah. 3-1 the count. Pomerantz working quickly here.
At 87 pitches.
Well, he's fouled that one off, so we go from 3-0 to 3-2.
There you go. Sun finally got behind that tree enough I
Yeah.
can finally see.
Yeah. Here's the 3-2 delivery. He reached for it. Bouncing ball right to Pomerantz and throws over to first for out number 1. Nice battle back there from a 3-0 count.
Yeah, I think he thought he walked on the 4th pitch there. I called back.
Here is Kelvin Long. Long is 0 for 2 on the afternoon with a strikeout and a ground out to the very busy Mason Ponder. Pitch to the lefty, swing, that's a base hit. That's going to go into center field. Harrell's up with it. And one pitch hitting was Kevin Long, and he represents the tying run. 6th hit of the afternoon for Belleville East.
Just sitting on that first pitch there and drove it cleanly.
Back to the top of the order we go to Reed Newmeyer. Newmeyer is 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice to Ponder, reached on an error in the 3rd inning. How about a double play to end it? You know, he's bunting, and that one gets popped up into the air, and foul ball, they say. Nice play back there by Tillman. He popped up and was ready to throw to first until the umpire told him he didn't have to. How about the old 6-4-3 double play? I'd even go for a 4-6-3 double play. Long has his lead from first. Here comes the 0-1. Not scoring around to bunt this time and took one outside, 1-1.
Sternum, the third baseman, playing a few steps in here, and they check it. Runner at first.
He got back in there. Pomerantz ready with another to Newmeyer. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a shot to Ponder. He throws over to second and gets the sure out. Nice play by Ponder. He's had a great game.
Good game defensively there.
2 away. Newmeyer down at first, reaching on the fielder's choice, so it's up to Connor Gray. Gray has grounded out twice, walked and scored in that 2-run 6th inning. Collinsville 1 out away here from getting back at Belleville East
for the loss at Fletcher Field Tuesday. Here's the pitch. Swinging a shot up the middle, and that's going to continue the inning. Peril gets there, and the runner stops at second. So first and second now. And the tying run down at second base for Brody Lindemann. Lindemann is 1 for 3 on the afternoon with a ground out, a fly out, and a base hit.
Base hit here, and they'll try to tie it.
Yeah. Pomerantz 1 out away from picking up a complete game victory. And the pitch to Lindemann. Instead, he's going to step off.
94 pitches.
And the delivery, swinging a foul ball back to the screen. 0-1. Pomerantz ready with another. And they're going to throw back over to second, bluff the throw.
Been a lot of those in this game. Checks and throws and almost throws over to second base. Both teams.
Pomerantz delivers the 0-1. Just missed. 1-1. Pomerantz once again checks on his runner, brings it home, and a half swing. He went around. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Pomerantz and company 1 out away from picking up a big Southwestern Conference win here at Belleville East. Pomerantz delivers the 1-2. Well, nice job there by Tillman to stop that one. Bounced around at his feet for a minute, but he found it in time. 2-2 the count. 2 runners on, 2 outs, 3-2. Collinsville in the lead. 1 strike away from winning this one. Pomerantz ready. Lindemann ready. Here's the pitch. In the dirt again, if there was dirt.
Well,
3-2.
Going to be interesting here. 3-2 pitch.
Yeah, runners will be going.
99th pitch of the game, or the 100th pitch of the game here from Pomerantz.
3-2 count. Runners are on the go. Here's the pitch, swinging a foul ball. They'll have to return. Lindemann staying alive. Pomerantz with a new baseball. Ready with another 3-2. Runners are off and moving. Swinging a shot to the shortstop. Will Swip backhands it. Long throw to first. Skips it in there for the win.
That was an interesting bottomless seventh. You wanted a 1-2-3 inning, but the Chaos kept it interesting, and I'll get out of here with a win.
That they will. Another couple of runners stranded. And they will strand 7 on the day. And that's going to do it. We will head to the post-game show, brought to you today by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives, all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an Invisired lipolaser machine. The Invisired machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The Invisired technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is a 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that Invisaret offers.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an Invisared lipolaser machine. The Invisared machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The Invisared technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that Invisaret offers.
Once again, we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville wins this one here today 3-2, and because we have so many seniors on this year's squad, we have to do pre- and post-game senior interviews, and joining us now is number 38, Ryan Newman. Ryan, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, man. All right, we're going to do a senior interview, so we're just sticking with the format here for senior interviews. So tell me about your family, man. Talk to me about the parents, any brothers and sisters, and any pets you have.
So I have a dad, stepmom, mom, and stepdad, big sister. Got a cat.
What's the cat's name?
Josie.
Josie, and
Yes, sir.
Josie the cat. All right, cool. All right, tell me your baseball story, man. Who got you started in the world of baseball? How old were you when that happened?
So I was about 5 years old. My dad started coaching me, and I mean, I've been playing since. Played soccer too whenever I was younger, but that kind of stopped pretty quick. But
yeah, I interviewed Hunter Brinker for the pregame show. You know, he's a big soccer guy too.
He is.
Yeah. All right, man. So let's do the favorite things category. These are your favorite things. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Favorite sweet snack?
Probably Sour Patch Kids.
Favorite salty snack?
Salt and vinegar Miss Vicky's chips.
Man, I get salt and vinegar chips a lot. I don't see how you teenagers can do that. All right, favorite meal, breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
A good steak and eggs.
A good steak and eggs. So that could be
Yeah.
breakfast or dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So do you cook that or somebody else cook that?
I cook it.
You cook
usually.
it? All right. Cool. Restaurants. Favorite fast food restaurant?
Taco Bell.
Man, I've been getting that all week long. Favorite sit-down restaurant?
Texas Roadhouse.
Get that one a lot too. Favorite music genre, man? What kind of music you like?
Country.
Country. I
Yes,
had
sir.
that one today from Hunter Brinker also. Do you have a favorite group or a favorite artist in the country genre?
Zach Bryan.
Yeah? Okay. School stuff. Least favorite class in high school?
Senior year world geography.
Favorite class in high school?
Junior year Coach Glenn's math class.
That's funny how you call up the teacher like that too. All right, man. So when you're not playing baseball, what would we find Ryan Newman doing for fun?
Oh boy, laying on the couch.
That's fun.
Watching TV. Oh, or I'll play like wiffle ball with my friends.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. So you're going to graduate next month, man. What's next for you? What's your future hold?
I plan on joining the Air Force.
Nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
All right. I do. I'm an Army guy myself. I joined right out of high school too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All right. Shout out time for you. Who out there in the big wide world would you like to say hi to?
I'd like to say hi to Coach Craig. He told me to shout him out.
Yeah.
And I'll say hi to my dad.
All right. Cool. All right. So that's all the questions I had on my list for you. So just one more for you. What'd you think of that game?
It was a great game. Great hit from Cal Schwartz in the 7th inning. And great pitching from Roman Pomerantz.
Yeah, Roman did a really good job, man. Got the complete game victory. Feels nice to come back and win on their place once they did that thing to you Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that must have been brutal.
It was.
Yeah. All right, man. I know you guys are getting ready to leave, so thank you for the visit. Good luck in your
Thank you.
future, man.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you. That is Ryan Newman, number 38 on your program, and we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Collinsville wins this one today, 3-2. Kahawks get 3 runs on 11 hits. They committed no errors. They left 12 base runners on base in this contest. Belleville East, they picked up a couple of runs. Collinsville and Belleville East both scored 2 runs in the 6th inning. Belleville East got their 2 runs on 7 hits. They committed 4 errors in this game, and they left 7 base runners on base themselves. Chris Keller, there was a lot of guys left on base in this game.
Yeah, either team could just get the big hits to drive in some guys. We ended up with 3 runs. Well, both teams have got a lot of hits in both games combined, but much quieter scoreboard here as far as runs scored today. But the Chaos got the win. That's happy to see.
Yeah, and Roman Pomerantz gets the complete game victory. Got himself into a little weaving in and out of trouble there in the last couple of innings, but he held steady and got out of it with a win.
Yeah, we thought he might get the hook, take him out there, but complete game. He got it done, and the Chaos didn't have to use anybody else as far as bullpen goes, and they got a full amount of guys to go for the next game, and hopefully a game Saturday and then a busy week next week.
Yeah. All right. We are going to have a busy week next week, too. Thank you very much for the hanging out with us, Stu. We appreciate you as always.
All right, thanks for having me.
All right. A big thank you to Tyler Hunterbrinker for joining me in the pregame chat and for Ryan Newman joining me in the postgame chat. And another big thanks to Chris Kettler on the other microphone. My name is Todd Duke, and we will talk to you next week. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening, and then have a great weekend, everyone.